Hello, my name is Julie Hebert, and I'm with the Hebert Group. I'm here to go over your employee benefits for the year beginning January 1st, 2025 for Arnold Construction Company. My phone number and email address are right there at the top of this page on the left-hand side. Please reach out to me anytime you have questions or concerns, issues with any claims throughout the year. Please feel free to reach out to me anytime. We're going to go through the benefits quickly, just kind of give you an overview of the options that are available. We're going to continue with Blue Cross Blue Shield this year. There are four different plans that are available. Plan 1 and Plan 2 are HMO plans, meaning that you have to select a primary care physician. That person will direct your care within the Blue Cross network. So if you want to go see a specialist, you're going to be required to see your primary care first, and then they would refer you to a specialist. These two plans are in the Blue Advantage network, which is a smaller network. It does include HCA facilities. It includes Memorial Hermann hospitals, but it does not include hospitals like Texas Children's, MD Anderson, Houston Methodist. So if you're interested or have certain doctors or affiliation with those hospitals, concerned that you might need to use one of those facilities in the future, I would suggest that you look at plan number 3 and number 4. Those plans are both PPO plans and they are in the Blue Choice Network. When you're in a PPO plan, you're not required to select a primary care physician, and you do have a much larger network. In Texas, Blue Choice is the largest network that you can be a part of. Any major hospital in Houston, Beaumont, anywhere in the surrounding area, you'll be able to go to any of those hospitals and a large number of doctors as well. You almost have to make an effort to find a doctor that doesn't take the Blue Choice network. So those are the main differences between the plans 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Plan number 1 is a high deductible plan. So as you can see, there are no first dollar benefits. There's no copays for prescriptions, no copays to go see a doctor. You pay everything out of pocket for the first $6,000. Now, once you've met that $6,000, everything's covered at 100%. And you can combine that with the health savings account if you're interested in that option. This would, in my opinion, be best considered by someone that rarely goes to the doctor but wants to have coverage in case they have something major happen, like an accident or a sudden illness that they were needing to be hospitalized for. If you're interested in a more traditional copay type plan, plan number 2 and plan number 3 have the exact same provisions. The difference between 2 and 3 is that you are required to have that primary care physician. You are in the smaller network. Plan 3, you're in the PPO network. You don't have to have a primary care physician. But plan 2 and 3 have the same deductibles, copays, everything else is exactly the same. So on plan 2 and 3, you have a $6,000 deductible. Once you've met that, you're covered at 80%. You're going to cover 20% until you reach the maximum out of pocket of $8,150. On this plan, you do have a $40 copay to go see your primary care doctor, $80 to see a specialist, $75 to go to an urgent care, $500 copay plus your deductible to go to an emergency room. Then you have to meet your deductible if you're hospitalized or have outpatient surgery. You do have a prescription drug plan copays. So depending on the level of prescription, if it's a preferred generic, it's going to be free, $10 for non-preferred, and so on. Plan number 4 is a PPO plan. It has a lower deductible of $3,500. It has an 80% coinsurance and a maximum out of pocket of $7,900. The copays are a little bit lower at $35 and $70, and then the rest of the plan is very similar. So I can urge you to look at the options and the pricing that's there for you. The Blue Cross Blue Shield network, you can find more information about that on the Blue Cross website, making sure that you stay in network whenever possible. I encourage you to use a preferred pharmacy because your prescription costs will be lowered if you use a Walgreens, H-E-B, Walmart, Albertsons. CVS is not a preferred pharmacy for Blue Cross. You can use them, but it will cost you a little bit extra to use a CVS. I encourage you to check out MD Live. It's a service where you can get signed up as a member of Blue Cross Blue Shield, and you can use teledoc services. So you call and say you need to speak with a doctor. They call you back. Things like pink eye, rashes, colds, a lot of those illnesses that can be treated by just being looked at briefly, a prescription sent to a pharmacy, and you're on your way. I know you guys work long hours and it's hard to sometimes make it to the doctor's office, so this might be a good option for many of you. An urgent care provider, we encourage you to find an urgent care that's close to you and where you work so that if you need one, you know of one that's in network for you, because when you're sick and ready to go to the doctor, you don't want to spend time trying to find an in-network provider. We encourage you to use an urgent care when possible and avoid going to an emergency room. The copay for an urgent care is $75 versus an emergency room of $500. If you purchase the medical insurance, Arnold Construction throws in the dental and the vision for the employee. So if you purchase the medical, you have free dental and vision insurance covered for you. So you can see there's one list of pricing if you purchase the medical and one without. You can choose either way. You don't have to pick everything all the same, but just wanted to let you know that if you do purchase the medical, you do get the dental and the vision for free. The dental insurance is moving to Lincoln Financial this year. So you'll be able to get your teeth cleaned twice a year. You have a $50 copay. Then after that, if you have something like a cavity or a filling done, they're going to pay at 80%. You're going to pay at 20%. If it's a crown or a denture, it's going to be a 50-50 coverage, and you have $1,000 maximum for the year. The vision insurance is through Lincoln Financial Group as well. You have a $10 copay to go get your eyes checked. You can do that every year. You can get new frames every other year and new lenses every year. So you have a $25 material copay to get a new pair of glasses, and that gives you $130 towards the frame, and then you get 20% off of anything over that price, and that does include the lenses with the $25. You can also choose to get contacts instead of glasses, but you do have to choose one or the other, not both. The life insurance, you do receive a $25,000 life insurance policy that is free to you. So even if you waive everything else, it's important that you sign up and get the $25,000 coverage and make sure we have a beneficiary on file. You can also purchase additional life insurance through Lincoln. You can go up to $300,000 on yourself and $100,000 on your spouse and $10,000 on your children. We do offer voluntary short-term disability. This would pay 70% of your normal weekly pay, up to $1,500 a week, for a maximum of 12 weeks after you're out injured or unable to work for 8 days. So this is a great affordable option for you if you are out for a short period of time with an injury or an illness to help cover your income. Long-term disability would pay 60% of your salary, up to $6,000 per month. You would have to wait 90 days for that to start, but it would pay until you reach normal Social Security retirement age. Another great benefit for you to consider to help protect your family. We'll go over the critical illness and the accident insurance in a minute, hospital indemnity. This is your open enrollment period time. This is your time to make changes. You can cover yourself on all the plans, and maybe you just want to cover your wife on the dental and your kids on the vision. This is your time to go through and pick and choose which coverages that you want. You can pick and choose. You don't have to cover everybody for everything. And if you do make a change after the end of December, it needs to be because you've had some kind of life event, like you've had a baby born. Maybe right now your wife is covered on her own plan and she loses her job and you need to pick her up on your plan. Those would all be life events, and you have 30 days to let us know and get them added to the plan. We are going to use Ease Online Enrollment. So you'll log in and you'll receive an email from Ease from me, and you'll click the link. The information on how to log in is in the email, so please read the email and you'll see that. Blue Access for members. This tells you how to get online and get more access from Blue Cross Blue Shield. You can get on there and look at explanation of benefits. You can look at a lot of information about health and wellness. There's a place to find doctors and hospitals. There's forms. There's all kinds of great information on the website. Here's information on the dental plan with Lincoln, how to register online and how to become a Lincoln Connect user so that you can get some more information on your dental plan. Same for vision. Here is your temporary provider card, ID card on Lincoln, and how to print an ID card. Here's information on the short-term disability. It talks about you have to have a 7-day waiting period, and then after the 8th day, you're able to start receiving your benefits for 12 weeks. The long-term disability has a 90-day waiting period. The critical illness policy, this is a policy where you select your benefit amount, and then if you're diagnosed with that illness, then you would receive that payment. So if you picked a $5,000 benefit, you had a heart attack, it would pay you $5,000. This is money for you to help cover your medical expenses, loss of work, income, things like that. This is just a plan that says you've had this illness, you're going to receive this payment. You can see the pricing for that within ease. This is the accident insurance. So again, this is a plan where if a certain injury or accident happens and you have that diagnosis, then they're going to give you a payment. Like if you are in an ambulance or transport an ambulance, they're going to pay you $425. If you have to have an x-ray done, it's $225. If you fracture your elbow, $1,500. There's a specific list of injuries and accident situations and what the payment would be. Again, you can see the pricing there in ease. You can cover yourself, your spouse, and your children. Hospital indemnity insurance. This is when you're hospitalized, how much they're going to pay you per day if you're in the hospital. Again, this is not hospital insurance. This is extra insurance to help cover out-of-pocket expenses like your deductible, loss of work, things like that. If you're hospitalized, the first day you receive $1,000. If you're in ICU, it's $2,000. Then you receive a payment amount each day thereafter based on the level of admission in the hospital. Here's how to file claims with Lincoln and kind of help with the claim process. Again, my name is Julie Hebert. My information is right here in the front. I'm happy to help anytime I can. If you ever have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.